know, the integrity, hard work, character, stuck in the desire, belief, yes or no? See, the next thing, folks, we gotta do, right? The second thing some people do, folks, is they have a sense of urgency. We gotta do it now. Do it now. Folks, you know, right now, the recessionary time we're going through right now, I was listening to someone, they were talking about how half the millionaires in Primerica were recruited during a recessionary time. That's what we're going through right now. So half of the top earners in our company, folks, got involved in the worst of economic times in this country, right? We've been in business, right? So what does that mean to you and me? We gotta go out there, folks, and get a plan together and work the plan. Go out there and talk to people. See, one thing I've heard about Primerica, folks, you wanna know if your business is open? You're open for business? It means your mouth is open, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you talking? You can meet up with somebody else sharing our story. Because that's really, at the end of the day, it's a contact sport. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
They say that football is a game of inches, right? Well, guess what? Primerica, the game of inches, the distance between our ears, the way we think. Yes or no?
Yes.
See, this weekend, folks, can change your life. Out of Harmony School, Mary and I came to, and we used to lead, and we thought we'd said to us, we're going to be different. Things are not going to be the same. And we got maybe back to our old habits. We started to say, I went back to my old habits. I didn't make my phone calls. And I encourage you guys to wait home tonight, because you'll be more jacked up today than probably all year long. You get on that phone and you work that phone, and you're going home tonight. We all have cell phones now, right? Start making phone calls. Call two people, the ones that were supposed to be in this weekend and aren't here because they didn't see it, right? Call them up, say, hey, did you tell you what you missed? Hey, listen, I'm gonna come by. I want to go show you what you missed. Man, this is incredible what happened this weekend. I saw this guy speak. I saw this gal speak. I saw what's going on in their life. Good folks, enthusiasm is like yeast. It raises the dough. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you call those people, folks. Don't let them get away. They need leadership. Right or wrong?
Right.
And the second folks you're gonna call, folks, all the folks on your prospect list. Folks that you know they want to prolong this, they're gonna have a do it now mentality. This weekend, the way home, start making phone calls, folks. Set up for tomorrow. Especially, I have 2 minutes for tomorrow already. Start about Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. You gotta start making phone calls, folks. And last thing, folks, I'll end with is that there's three kinds of people in this world. Those that watch things happen, those that wonder what happened, and those that make things happen. Yes or no?
Yes.
Let's go get them big. Let's go big.
I'm curious, by a show of hands, how many of you, when you got in this business, had already lived in the town that you were when you recruited? You got in Primerica. You'd already lived in that town for, say, 10 years. Okay. Now, see, you don't understand how great it is when you do that, because you should have a marketing relationship. This next guest, folks, he started out in this business in 2001. He and his wife both have been in the military. He'd been a medic. Not a lot of training for this kind of business. He goes to work in Ohio, then he decides to move to Houston. Now, folks, until you go to a strange town where you don't have any contacts and start from scratch, I promise you don't have a clue how tough that is. But folks who went in there and started from scratch, and you've already been there 10 years, you know all these people. He moves to town, doesn't know anybody. And now then, 2001, he moved there about 2003. I'm not what sure it was he moved to Houston, but somewhere since 2001. This year, in 1 month alone, folks, his team recruited 106 recruits in 1 month. Short period of time, 8 years, already making $300,000 to $400,000 a year, starting from scratch in a town and you know one. So if you live in a town you know, folks, you've got a big leg up on him already. So let's give a great hand to Todd Greer out of Houston, Texas.
Showed up on the wrong day, ended up in an aunt meeting instead of a financial seminar. Came home, got me all excited about it. We were excited, but then he started to spend a lot of time away. You know, he started going on KTs, he started field training, he started being 100% coachable, and I got jealous at the time that he was away from our family, so I became one of those unsupportive partners that unfortunately many of you are probably dealing with right now. I'd come to the events and I'd smile, but I wasn't very supportive. You know, and I'm so grateful, especially today, that he didn't listen. He was truly unstoppable from the beginning. When I finally admitted to myself, because I always knew it deep down that he wasn't going to quit, when I finally admitted that, you know what, I'm not going to stop him, he's unstoppable, I didn't only get on board and become supportive, I got right next to his side and I helped him direct the ship. I went full-time immediately. It didn't make any sense at all, but I got on, you know, good. I was with him 100%. It was a true partnership. I was no longer the partner. Okay? You know, he never gave up on me. He never gave up on the business. He never gave up on his dreams. He never allowed me to steal his dreams away. And I thank him every day for that. I am honored to introduce my husband, my best friend, my lover, my visionary, and my trophy husband, Todd Greer!
Alisa, I wouldn't be the man I am for sure. I got to thank my awesome team. We wouldn't be up here without you guys. Any Bulldogs in the house? I want to thank Mark Penny and his whole hierarchy for helping us out when we first got to Texas. And I want to thank our awesome leaders, the Cougs, to help us really be inspired to grow every single day. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. We're not where we want to be, but thank God we're not who we used to be. You know, I was trying to sit here today and last night and last week really and think about what was I going to say? What can I say that would be impactful? You know, with everything you've heard today, I kept like struggling, rewriting what I was going to say, and then Art Williams' voice went off in my head. And he said, you got to be able to tell your story over and over again and be excited about it, so that's what I'm going to do. You know, a little bit about myself. I had 3 days of college. I was a real scholar right there. My wife and I are both ex-military, and I got a ton of respect for anybody that served our country, and I don't have enough time to give all the proper props they deserve, but you know, one of the things I realized is, you know, without Primerica, nobody would care to hear from me, right? This is a special company. Without my team, I wouldn't be up here. We're just so thankful and blessed to have the team we have, but also to have the opportunity we have, because none of us would look this pretty without a system this good, right? I want to tell you guys a little bit about some of the defining moments in our career and in our lives. I've never missed a big event, and there's something to be said about that, right? And when I finally got full-time, I was a little caught up in the military with 9/11 longer than I wanted to be. But when I finally went full-time, you know, we went to this event called the Millionaire Summit in Chicago. And I just went full-time, and I really didn't want to go to that event because I thought my time would be more wisely spent prospecting, booking appointments, doing all that kind of stuff. And I was just coachable, and they told me I needed to go, so I went. And in that 6-hour car ride, I kept thinking, man, I could be doing this, I could be doing that. And it was great speaker after great speaker. And I don't really remember those speeches, but the last guy that hit the stage, I'll never forget. And some of you heard from this guy before. His name was Tyrone Taylor. And when he got there to speak, you know, he said something. See, at that time, my wife was out of the military. She was working a DOD contractor job, making like $50,000 a year, paying the bills. I was responsible for the mortgage payment. So what did I do? I paid the mortgage payment through Primerica. And I was kind of toying around with this thing. And he got up there and he said, now, he goes, I'm going to talk to you fellas in the room. You fellas that are full-time and you got a wife out there working. He goes, how does it make you feel that your wife's got to leave your warm bed and go answer to another man to pay your bills? He said, how does it make you feel as a man that you can't man up enough in this business to retire your own wife? That you got to go pimp her out to pay your bills? And you know what? I didn't know how to react. I felt like someone punched me in the stomach. I turned red. I couldn't breathe, I don't know. And the 6-hour car ride